Today is 7th May, the third phase of polling in Maharashtra. In fact, it is a day when one of the most interesting, fiercest electoral battles is taking place as the voters are voting in Baramati constituency, where we see Supriya Sule fighting against Sunetra Pawar. Supriya Sule has been the incumbent MP of Baramati since 2009. This time, she is fighting her sister-in-law and Ajit Pawar's wife, Sunetra Pawar, whose BJP-led NDA's candidate from Baramati. Baramati Lok Sabha constituency comprises of 6 assembly segments. Khadakwasla, which is currently held by BJP. Daund is also held by BJP. Indapur, held by Ajit Pawar's NCP. Baramati, again held by Ajit Pawar's NCP, from where Ajit Pawar himself is the legislator. Bhor, which is held by Congress, and Purandar, also held by Congress. So, of these 6 assembly segments, Khadakwasla, Daund, Indapur and Baramati appear to be in favor of Sunetra Pawar on paper, whereas Supriya Sule has to rely on the efforts and goodwill of her MVA allies, that is Congress party, in Bhor and Purandar. On paper, it may seem that Sunetra Pawar has an edge, but that need not be the case on the ground. I'll tell you why. When I went to Baramati, I went for a friend of mine who's a very close aide of Ajit Pawar called me for dinner at his place. When I went there, he asked me to sit. In front of him were sitting 6-7 party activists, all Ajit Pawar loyalists. They were telling him that women folk in their houses had a very soft corner for Supriya Sule. Now, this friend of mine told me, Dnyanesh ji, this is the situation here. We are seeing the houses divided. He himself said that his elderly parents would very much vote for Sharad Pawar Sahib. That is the scenario. Now, this is the election where you will see Ajit Pawar is fighting within the Pawar clan. Ajit Pawar has been is facing kind of alienation. All other Pawars, including his elder brother Srinivas, are against Ajit. So you have on one hand entire Pawar clan, and on the other hand Ajit, his 2 children and wife Sunetra. This is the ground reality of Baramati. Now, what also an interesting factor this time has been the fact that Mr. Pawar has had to campaign to the smallest of villages in Baramati Lok Sabha constituency. In past, if we had seen that Mr. Pawar himself addressed campaign rallies only on the last day of campaigning in Baramati. This has not been the case this time. Mr. Pawar has been going to smallest of villages like Vadgaon Nimbarkar, Pandare, then you have Katewadi, to address villagers, to tell them that the work left unfinished by the people who split from the party, he is there to complete the work. Supriya Sule is heavily banking on the goodwill and her parliamentary record. She has had an excellent record in parliament. That is her biggest strength and USP. On the other hand, Sunetra Pawar is heavily banking on the development work done by Ajit Dada in Baramati. Her sole USP is the track record of Ajit Dada in Baramati and the work done by Prime Minister Modi at the national level. Last time what had happened was Ajit Dada had given a lead of 1.25 lakh votes to Supriya Sule from Baramati assembly segment. Now this was the biggest lead which kind of turned tides for Supriya Sule, because the tehsils, the assembly segments like Khadakwasla and Daund, which are held by BJP, had overwhelmingly voted against her. But because of the lead that she got in Baramati, she managed to win by more than 1 lakh votes. This time, Another factor that Grand Saffron Alliance has managed to do is the electoral arithmetic of getting the support of Dhangar community, the shepherd community, for Sunetra Pawar. Mahadev Jankar, a very prominent shepherd community leader who had given a very tough fight to Supriya Sule in 2014 election, was almost on the verge of joining hands with Sharad Pawar. But Devendra Fadnavis, the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, and Ajit Pawar convinced him to stay with them, and he has been given ticket to contest Lok Sabha elections from Parbhani in NCP's quota. As a result, you will see the shepherd community backing Sunetra Pawar very strongly. Ajit Pawar has also managed to win over Vijay Shivtare, his traditional opponent from Purandar Tehsil, who wanted to contest election as an independent. Vijay Shivtare is a loyal Shiv Sainik who is with Chief Minister Eknath Shinde now. He and Ajit Dada don't go along at all in the local politics of Pune district. But Ajit Pawar and Chief Minister Shinde managed to convince Vijay Shivtare so that he does not contest elections as an independent. Ajit Pawar has promised Shivtare that he will implement all the developmental schemes in Shivtare's constituency, and in exchange, Shivtare has promised that Sunetra Pawar will get comfortable lead from Purandar. Let me tell you that Purandar is currently held by Congress MLA. So is Bhor. So this is where core support of Supriya Sule is going to come from. Now we have to see whether Vijay Shivtare's promise turns true or whether Supriya Sule continues to get a very good comfortable lead from Bhor and Purandar tehsils. That leaves us with remaining tehsils of Indapur, which is a very crucial element. Now, Indapur is currently represented by Datta Mama Bharne, a close aide of Ajit Pawar. Datta Mama Bharne and Ajit Pawar are rivals of Harshavardhan Patil, who more or less controls Indapur in the local politics. Harshavardhan Patil, an original congressman, is right now with BJP. The top brass of BJP intervened to make a peace between Ajit Dada and Harshavardhan Patil, and Harshavardhan Patil has promised to help Sunetra Pawar in these elections. What happens on the ground today, whether the core supporters of Harshavardhan Patil support Sunetra Pawar with that much enthusiasm, we will have to see. Another interesting factor here is that the Kadakwasla constituency, which is heavily urban constituency, this will vote entirely for Prime Minister Modi, as that is where you will see the message that this is an election between Modi and Rahul Gandhi that has reached to each and every almost household. But in the rural parts, it is the sympathy for Mr. Pawar, who has been controlling Baramati since 1967, his very first election. That is what will matter in a long way. One interesting factor here is that in order to gain support for his daughter, Mr. Pawar tried to end his traditional rivalries in Baramati with the clans like Kakades, Taures and Thoptes. Whether he has been successful in winning over their votes, we will come to know on the day of results. Thank you.